Jane Hall, I've got so much show and share for you today.
I can't wait for this, but can I also say welcome to the podcast, Harry Butler in the Wild?
What do you mean, Harry Butler in the Wild?
Well, it's the Robert Irwin kind of khaki.
I bought it from Europe.
Oh, did you?
I bought it in Europe.
Oh, did you? How many years am I going to have to put up with you saying things like, I bought it in Europe?
Well, not many, because this was just a T-shirt and it was essential because I ruined a few T-shirts I brought from home because washing machines, you know.
Yeah. When you don't know the washing machine,
yes,
it can be an issue.
And the European water is a nightmare.
I know, that's right.
Now, what am I? Okay, first things first, I did say show and share.
Yes.
It was show and tell when we were little.
It absolutely was. Has the tell been taken out?
It's become show and share.
Why?
And it's political madness gone crazy. I mean, political correctness gone mad.
Is it because you're not supposed to tell people anything anymore?
I think that covers off kids that don't want to speak. And I've got a couple of them, so I understand. Speaking of show and share.
Okay, so if the kid doesn't want to speak and it's just a share situation, do they just get up and go,
yes,
that's it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not very exciting. I want to hear the story behind it.
I can imagine you. Did you love show and tell?
Did I? Was it my time to shine? Indeed it was.
Did you have cue cards?
Absolutely. I had an index of notes ready to go on whatever it was that I was presenting to the class.
You know, my middle sister, because I came along very late.
Yes.
Basically, I've got a completely different history to the rest of my family.
Well, I think you're a little bit of an afterthought.
I was, completely. Serendipity, my dad said, an unexpected surprise. But my sister had the best show and tell.
Livy.
Yeah. It was me.
Oh, of course, a baby doll.
So she was in maybe grade 3 and she just rolled up to school that day going,
I got this
Oh,
one.
you got Smurfs, have you?
Oh.
You got a doll that wheezes in its own toilet. Fine.
Great.
Look at what I've got. And it was me.
And you were a beautiful baby too.
I have a lot of show and share for you though, because the last time we caught up, you did mention the magic word Temu. And
yes.
I just want to take you through the pitfalls.
Okay, yeah.
And the extraordinary delight.
Okay, but let's take it back a step.
Sure.
Because I didn't even understand that Temu existed. I'd heard the word out about in the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
You know, people were Temuing all over the shop.
Yeah, well, you're either Team Temu or Team Sheen or Shine or whatever it's called.
Oh,
Shein.
are you? Shein.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about any of that.
And also, I just want to give you a disclaimer while you're making up your mind. People do not like Temu. It's a controversial choice.
Has it been cancelled?
Well, because it's all very cheap and you've got to wonder how things are so cheap.
Okay, because my head was turned by a number of solar lights that you've got downstairs,
which
you. Actually looked quite high quality. And I said to you, these are fantastic. What are these? And I got one word.
Temu.
Correct. So talk me through it.
All right. So I just wanted to put together a set of pitfalls and wins.
Okay, great.
It's the good, the bad and the ugly.
Great.
All right. And you just don't know what it is going to be.
Okay.
Also, there seems to be a lack of respect for Temu, even from Australia Post, because this parcel that I am unboxing for you in the words of our time, parlance of our time, was literally thrown over the fence.
They just thought, here's some crap from Temu.
Exactly.
Right.
No one cares, but I do care.
Okay, great.
So let's do the good first.
Lovely.
I'm wearing a skirt from Temu.
Now, that is extraordinary, not only because it is from Temu, obviously, but I haven't seen you wear a skirt the entire time I've known you.
Really?
Yes, really. I'm quite serious. You're sporting a natty little.
Talk
what
us
is
through
that?
it, Jane.
Well, it's a long line.
Do you remember on those morning shows like with Bert Newton, they'd have like a little catwalk show and then someone would narrate it and this woman's just walking around going.
Okay, so what we have here from Temu is a lovely dark denim long line skirt. It's got your buttons down the front, Bert, and it's got everything that you could possibly need as far as easy access. And what you'll love about this is the waistband is really comfortable and it tucks your behind in right where it needs to go. And your legs, look at that flexibility. You could ride a bike in that thing. Could you though?
How much, Moira?
Oh, and for the great price of $39.99.
Try $13.34.
No.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
So this is a combination of our budget, our budget busting biddies
Yes.
and Temu.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
So that's the good.
So that obviously arrived and you went, wow, nailed this.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
This is so good, bad and ugly, right? So good, this is bad.
Okay.
I just had a dream that
You just love yellow, don't you?
I do love yellow. I'm having a yellow moment and I thought, wouldn't it be nice to just have something in the boot of the RAV4?
Yeah.
You know, when the weather gets better and, you know, I can sit in the park and, you know, watch Peg kick a footy.
You're never going to do that, number one.
And also it's not really waterproof.
No, that looks like a tablecloth from a party supplies place.
Yeah.
That is designed for your one usage.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So that's a bad.
That's awful.
I'm trying to think of something I could use it for. And I've come up with, it's a nice little cover for the bunnies, for my darling bunnies.
I was going to suggest the same
summer.
thing. Yes, that's very
okay,
nice.
so I will keep it. It's
All
not
right.
a
And how much did
complete
that
love.
set you back?
$6 maybe.
Oh, okay.
Now here's for the ugly, and also what drugs was I on when this arrived and I went, I don't remember putting it in the cart. No. I double checked. I did.
You did?
I had a vague memory of it. I don't remember putting it in the cart, and then if I did put it in the cart, why?
Okay, yeah.
Why?
What sort of delirium?
It's a roll of paper towels. Why? Like you just get handy ultras or whatever. You know what I mean?
What?
I just thought it had a picture of. All I can say is that maybe I thought they would be cuter than they were.
I've warned you about novelty items of any description.
I know.
That's ridiculous.
I know. Wait. I mean, you don't want to be opening it with your mouth. You literally don't know where it's come from.
No.
But
it's not even pretty.
No. And they're thin.
Oh. Is that are they facial wipes or?
It's
listen, that's not even absorbent.
No.
That's water repellent is what that is.
What does it say? The flamingo is cute.
No, it's not pink. It's like your bad orange pink. It doesn't count.
It's got some writing on it. What does it say? Let me put my glasses on. Oh, it says Ranyang.
Ranyang. Okay. Well, that's handy to have.
No, Danyang.
Oh, Danyang. Even better. It's what every kitchen needs. Blow your nose on it, sweetheart. See if it soaks up that snot.
So it's hit and miss, but the hits are good. And the misses won't cost you that much.
Okay. So would you suggest, even though I am, a late adapter to everything, would you suggest that I crack on?
Absolutely.
Okay. The bilbies are warming up as we speak.
I'll give you a few search terms.
Oh, okay.
Actually, what is something that you really want? And then we can check in next time you have a podcast. What is something?
I want those table lamps.
Okay.
So what would you put in? Rechargeable table. Rechargeable.
Yes.
But then will you get all sorts of other crazy things that you don't want that are rechargeable?
If you're lucky. All right. Let's move on to Hall's Hacks. It's one of my favourite segments that we do together.
Great.
Last time we talked about your craft hack to bring instant
gratification and joy to your life.
And excellent mental health, which I think we all want.
Yes.
Ask me how many times I've got out the crochet hook since we spoke last. Exactly 0. God. It's not for me.
Why don't you just take a leaf out of my book for once and do something that I suggest? Just one thing.
I made a great beef bourguignon.
Oh, that's good. Did you poison anyone?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it wasn't beef Wellington, was it?
No, it wasn't beef Wellington.
Right.
What a great story. What have you got?
I'm going to start off with a sad story.
Oh.
Because I am a penniless waif now.
Yes, I do know that.
I thought there's a thing that's sort of well documented. When you don't have a lot of money, you go and buy yourself a little item like a lipstick, right? And it brings you joy because you've purchased something. It's pretty. It can go on your face. All right.
It's the endorphins going.
So I found myself in Mecca.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, oh, well, I had a lovely little lipstick once upon a time. What was it called?
What is it? What are you doing in Mecca? You're poor. Don't even go in.
This is my point. So I went, no, I'm going in. I'm going in and I'm going to get that. And it's Chantecaille, right? Yeah, I know.
What does it cost?
Eye-watering. I'll have that one.
Quanta
Costa. Get it off the lady, go up to the counter, hand it over, go, thanks, yeah, I'll have that one. I love that shade. Amore, it's called. I love it. And she goes,
and the girl at Mecca couldn't give a shit about your story?
especially not when they're dealing with someone over 50. They don't want us in their shop.
But also, who cares? God, it must be hard to work in sales.
Well, it must be. But anyway, so she hands it. I hand it to her and say, thanks. She goes, would you like a box? No, it's fine. That'll be $70.
For a lipstick.
Okay,
Jane,
I just want to
that's
show you, like, this is not made of gold dust. Do you understand?
For God's sake,
All right,
don't
be careful.
wind it up.
All right, be careful. It might
Wind it
snap
up that
off.
too much. That looks like Murphy's penis too, by the way. It's going to really change things up when you next put it on.
That's terrific. That's just something I can't get out of my mind now. But anyway, that's got to last me approximately 27 years.
Oh, as my gran would say, that'll see you out.
That will see me out. They'll carry me out in a box with that lipstick on my lips.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so I thought, no more of this spending money. So the next time...
$70 for a lipstick? Are you crazy?
There were hot tears.
And then it's too late.
I was too embarrassed to say, actually, I won't have that. Actually, I feel like crying even now thinking about it.
$70?
I had to go, no problem. Did the card, thank goodness the card worked. Of course, I couldn't buy groceries for 6 weeks.
Oh, no.
But anyway.
That's a week's worth of frozen multigrain bread and sausages for you.
That's exactly right. Out I went. Straight into Kmart, where I found my new Hall's hack, which is the scented candle that does not give you an instant stress headache.
Good.
Do not spend $150 on your diptychs or whatever that is.
I'll be the judge of that because I'm very sensitive in the NASA.
Oh, I know.
To cheap scents.
I know. There is nothing synthetic about this, and I burn it at home. It's in a lovely glass bottle, $8.
Give it to me now.
Well, I will because it is a present for you.
Another present? Last time it was a hand-knitted beanie.
Don't say I do nothing for you. Now, it's okay, isn't it? Fresh linen, which I know is one of your very favourite things in the world.
It is one of my favourite things in the whole world.
So do not spend. I saved myself about $100 with that purchase. That's $8 from Kmart. Okay.
What does TMB mean?
I'm not sure.
T is lemon and lime. M. Oh, my God, these are the notes.
Oh, they're the notes. Okay.
Top note.
Okay,
lemon.
great.
Gee, Kmart's got a bit up itself, putting its top notes and middle notes and base notes.
It's run away with something there, I grant you.
Well, the base notes are musk, amber and sandalwood, and they are my favourite.
I don't normally like musk at all, but I swear to you, put that on downstairs. It'll cover up the smell of those disgusting bunny rabbits and Murphy's farts and your 3 teenagers.
What about my farts, though?
Oh, might not work on your farts, having experienced them.
It's got a big blue sticker on it that says fragrant candle, fresh linen.
Yeah.
Question, Jane Hall, you fancy bitch. Which way do you have it facing out? Like this with the sticker out?
No, I don't want anyone to realise I got it from your Kmart.
Well, I can't wait to try that. Thank you.
And this is your second present.
What's that?
This is your body wash from your supermarket. I love these people. They're called Unlabelled. I mean, this is non-spon.
Everything's non-spon, let me tell you.
Yeah, well, we know that. We can't get anyone to give us any money whatsoever.
For God's sake. Yes, go.
You can all get fucked. So Unlabelled, right? This smells identical to my Aesop body wash.
What?
That I used to own in ye olden days. When
you were rich?
When I was rich. I want you to undo this now and get the nozzle into that.
Because I have a confession and I know I'm not the only one. I have bought the Aesop hand wash. It is my favourite. Aesop, however you say it.
It is lovely, yes.
It's my favourite. And I went to treat myself, $47.
Yeah, no, you're not doing that.
I could not do it, Jane.
You can't do that, mate. You've got to draw the line.
I couldn't do it.
That is $9.
Wow.
Smell it.
I have been known to refill my original Aesop one for the last 15 years.
Darling, you can refill it with that as far as I'm concerned. Have a smell. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it familiar?
Jane.
Isn't it expensively familiar? Yeah.
Can I tell you, I have lost count of the amount of Google searches I've done for hand wash, good body wash.
I give you the unlabelled. I love it.
Geranium. Jane.
It's the geranium.
What supermarket? Any of them?
Your Woolies.
$8?
I know. I just was loving myself sick after the lipstick incident, which made me lose the will to live. I have redeemed myself with these 2 Halls hacks.
I am going to add to these. Now, have you heard of the brand Laneige? It's very fancy.
That's very posh.
It's from Mecca.
Yeah.
Or, no, it is from Mecca or maybe another one, Sephora, somewhere. Somewhere that we can't go.
Yes.
Somewhere that the minute we approach, a big Get Smart style door comes up and says, get out, you've got no money. That's right. I give you Lanolips ointment. They also do a sleep treatment.
Oh, I'd love that. Does it have your magnesium in it?
Not for the lips, no. I've tried everything. This is the best. I'm giving that to you, and I'm going to scooch upstairs before you go and get you the sleep treatment, okay?
Thank you. Hang on.
Secondly.
Okay, great.
This, have you heard of this? It is, and also that's like $9, not $60.
I love it how it's called the 101 ointment. Like ointment 101, that's all you need.
It's the best.
I love that.
It is the best.
Thank you. But can I just ask, have you used this already?
I just used it then when you were talking.
Oh, okay. So it's a used gift? Yeah.
Well, not really. I just put some on so that you could go, oh, I see it. It's great.
I do see it. It is great.
Then have you heard of this? Kind Collective Miracle Glow Skin Serum. I mean, this sounds like an advertorial.
No.
But we never see each other unless it's in this studio.
That's
We've got
right.
to share this stuff.
Occasionally we will send each other random text messages of just like a product, don't we?
I'm still not over that hand wash. Okay, so this is, I've got it on now.
Yeah, and you look beautiful and glowy. And it's just that.
I will give you tips on how to put it on. It is cheap as chips. It is the best thing. Sometimes I just have that on my skin.
Does it have any sort of coverage?
No.
It's
what
just
you
a
do
glow.
is you drop a bit on your pointy bits.
Oh, yeah.
And then you just brush it. I brush it in. I've made up the application. But it is fabulous. Use this one, and if it's not your colour, don't worry. I've got another one upstairs. All right?
Oh, my thanks to you. And I love how it's called Kind Collective. We've been very kind today.
Yes. I can't wait for you to try that. You're going to love it.
Thank you.
All right. Now, as you know, I am mad on decluttering. I find that
Oh, let's face it. That's only been a recent occurrence.
I've been doing it on and off, mainly on for 2 years.
Yes, I know, but that's how much clutter you had. If you
So much.
just lived a simpler life and a more organised life, which I have tried to tell you to do
you have.
for decades,
Yes.
maybe you wouldn't be in this situation.
Well, I am almost out of it. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, how
I've
so?
got one more hard rubbish collection.
In you.
It's being put together right now and it's booked for 2 weeks.
There's body bags out the front of the house. Has that got all crap in it that needs to go?
All of it. All of it. It's the last one.
Wow, congratulations.
And I really think that's it. You must admit, when you walked into my house today, you went, oh, it feels clearer.
Yeah, I did. I said it feels less chaotic. There are a number of the way you're doing this is perplexing to me. Everything involves tubs.
Yes.
Plastic tubs.
Yes.
There's plastic tubs everywhere.
Everywhere.
They're lined up along walls.
Yes.
They're in the kids' bedrooms.
Yes.
There's even one in the toilet.
Yes, because if I can't see it, it doesn't exist. And it took me a while to work that out.
Okay.
Yeah, but now I know that and I'm forcing it onto my children too because I feel like if you grew inside me, then maybe you will be that as well because all their rooms now have big tubs in them.
It's fantastic. And they do owe us their fucking lives.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
The problem I've had over the years, and I realised this.
Just the one problem you've come to
Oh,
realise?
many, many. Oh, God, Jane, so many.
Oh, no. Does it keep you? Do you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning going, yes, I screwed that up as well?
Well, no, because I don't believe in regrets.
I
I
know
do
you don't.
regret not moving to Europe when I was 22
Yeah,
and staying there forever.
that ship sailed. now.
I should have done that. It's the only thing I regret. But then I wouldn't have I wouldn't know you. You know what I mean? You can't regret anything. What I realised with the decluttering is that I had a block because I wanted everything out, but some things were really too good to let go. And even though I knew that I didn't want that thing,
Yeah.
it felt wrong to throw it away.
Discard it.
Yeah. And then I didn't know anyone I could give it to.
Right.
So then I would just hang on to it.
Yeah.
But I've got the solution.
Oh.
I'm having an online garage sale.
Oh, I love this idea.
Do you?
Yes, I love it. I believe you and I tried it on radio back in the day.
Did we?
At some point, yeah. I'm pretty sure we did. Anyway, that's by the by.
And
There's another thing we won't regret.
It has solved my issue with
this.
letting things go. So now I've got tubs that are rubbish, tubs for the online garage sale.
Yeah. Okay, so you haven't launched it yet.
No, I'm still collecting, but I feel so good about it. And I've brought you a few little examples of the greatest hits that you'll be able to see that fit the description of can't throw it away. Someone's going to want it.
Yes.
But it's not me.
Okay, great.
For example, well, here's an example.
Okay.
Cheesel's socks, still in the packet, size 7 to 12. I can't throw them out. I can't throw them out. Look.
I could easily throw those out. They're so ugly.
But somebody will want them.
Yeah, but do you it's a community service for you not to pass that crap on to someone.
Come on, cheesels are a great snack.
Cheesels are great in my mouth, not on my feet. Oh, sorry, they're dead to me.
No.
Really?
Yeah, they will sell. Everything's like $2, $3.
Let's
you know
make
what I
a
mean?
mental note to check out after the online garage sale
To see
who paid what for the Cheezels socks.
Okay, what are you going to say they're going to go for? What's your guess?
50 cents.
Okay, well, that's good. And then I've got this. Came with another one too.
Oh, that's darling.
That, and there was another. They're cleaning like
I know what they
it's a dish brush.
was the other one a short one with short handle with
It had
bristles?
it had like a U-shaped bristle.
What's that used to clean?
I don't know, but you know why? I mean, these are beautiful
I think that's lovely. Why don't
They're
you
French.
use that?
because they're too good.
Oh, yeah.
And it just seems wasteful for me to have them on my sink and have coffee grounds and weird pasta on them.
That's really beautiful.
Someone
Yeah, someone's going to buy
will
that.
love those.
Yeah, someone's going to buy that.
And it's a set of 2. They've got to go to a better home than mine.
Might even be me that buys them.
And then, really, then we have historical artefacts.
Oh, God.
I give to you.
Is that Justin Thoreau?
It looks like Justin Thoreau. I would recognise that plucked eyebrow anywhere. It is a Big Brother shot glass.
That's right. And you've no need for a shot glass.
No, but it still has
The price
the price tag on it from the Dream World gift store.
And pray tell, what did it set you back in the day?
$5.95.
Well, that is no cheap shot glass.
Well, no, that's about $17,000 in today's currency.
Hopefully you'll get your money back on that, although I severely doubt it.
So that is the sorts of things that I have no use for, but someone will love, I'm
Great.
sure.
That's great. I wish you well. I know that the mortgage is in trouble. I don't know that the online garage sale is going to definitely dig you out of that necessary hole, but you've got to start somewhere.
Well, Elton John did one recently and proceeds went to charity, and I'm going to do the same thing. I just want this gone.
Oh, that's lovely.
All right?
Don't know that anyone's going to be bidding on that as they did for Sir Elton's stuff.
I mean, no, look, you could have a Big Brother shot glass and a pair of cheesel socks or Dolly Parton's costume that she wore in the Jolene film clip, but the choice is yours.
I mean, swings and roundabouts, my friends.
Now, I want to play a round of How Very Dare You with you. And this is where we recount stories of people that have said very rude things to us. Mm-hmm. And we've wanted to say, how very dare you.
And it takes the breath out of your lungs. You feel
Strips you of oxygen.
Absolutely. And the only thing you can think of is how very dare you.
How very dare you.
Do you have one that you wish to go first with?
I'd like you to go first.
Oh, okay. So this is a personal how very dare you. Menopause is all the rage. And I'm tired of it as well. But anyway, I wanted to look into the fact that I hadn't had any estrogen in this body for approximately 75 years.
I'm still tickety-boo. I know you can't believe it.
I cannot believe it. You are ancient.
I know. And yet, with the inner workings of a teenager.
Yeah, incredible. God. It's been several decades since my last menses, if you will.
Menses. Menzies.
Welcome to the show. Menzies.
Oh, you know, Peg is doing sex education at school.
Oh,
and of course,
fascinating.
I'm deeply immature and inappropriate.
Oh.
She comes home and she's like, we had sex ed today. I go, tell me everything. Did you get sent out? Have you been separated from your friends yet? She's like, no, she's a lot more sensible than I am. I mean, everybody is. But she's like, the teachers preface every class with, now, girls, this is not funny. This is, just so you know, this is not funny.
You're not allowed to laugh.
And we were walking at the time and I go, Peg, sorry, beg to differ. It is the funniest thing that ever happens in school.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, keep going.
So,
Menzies.
So I go to the doctor and I ask about HRT and she said, I'm sorry, that ship has sailed. It's been too long. You've been too long without it.
Well, that's
We
good.
can't give it to you.
That's good.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Oh.
She said, let's send you off for a bone scan because you had such early menopause.
What year was it? How old were you?
14.
No.
No, I was about 44, 45.
Oh, that is early, yeah.
Yeah. So I think, come on. It'd be ridiculous. Look at me. So fit and healthy, so
Yes.
strong as an ox.
Strong as an ox.
Turns out not. Went for the bone scan, came back, and to my great horror, I have what's called osteopenia. I knew you would laugh because of the penia
Yeah,
bit.
it sounds like penis.
It's not penis, not osteopenis.
What is osteopenia?
It's your precursor.
Sounds like a Sting movie.
If only it were.
Oh, no.
It's your precursor to your much more serious osteoporosis.
Porosis. Bones like chalk.
I could snap like a twig at any point.
Do you do any resistance training?
Not a jot.
Well, then you should.
It's no wonder that these femurs are as weak as a kitten. So now I am chowing down the dairy. I am wandering around waving 1 kilo hand weights everywhere.
That is good. You know that I've got the strap-on ones.
I bet you have.
Have you seen them?
Yes.
They're great because it's incidental.
I'll take you one step further than that. Guess what I bought from Big W?
Ankle weights. No?
No, smart ass.
They're good for when you just want to end it. You can just pin drop.
Just jump into the ocean.
Yes.
Never come out again. Thanks for the tip. That's going to be next week. No, I bought a weighted vest.
What? Of what? Your face when you delivered for the words. Weighted vest.
I think it's great.
I'm sure it is, but your excitement is so funny. You're not wearing it now, obviously.
No.
You're weak as a
I
kitten.
wear it when I exercise. It's 10 kilos and I'm like this. Well, I'm walking along because I found out afterwards you're only supposed to start with a weighted vest that's 10% of your body weight. Now, I don't weigh 100 kgs.
And you've got...
I've been struggling along the streets with a weighted vest that is essentially for someone double my size.
You're joking.
Giving myself basically a hernia with carrying it around.
What do you say to yourself? What do you say to yourself when you hit it?
Keep going, sweetheart. Think of your femurs.
Do you find a nearby park bench and just go...
Absolutely huffing and puffing like a draft horse.
How do you take half of it out?
It zips up. It's like you can just
Oh,
take
and you
it
slip
off.
the weights
You
in.
can slip the weights in.
Jane.
So I've gone the whole hog because that's what I tend to do. Get osteopenia, fix it immediately. That's not how it works.
Well, you know,
How very dare me.
very dare you have osteopenia?
Now I can't stop laughing at the penis.
That is an interesting story because
It's a serious condition.
I know it is. I carry too much weight too, but mine's like shopping and snacks for the kids. And mine's like 30 kilos. And I'll be huffing and puffing up the hill and I'm like, this is good for you.
That's what that is a cardiac arrest waiting to happen, mate.
Okay.
You can't put too much weight on too quickly.
I'll have to just go
I should know.
and minimise the purchases. Osteopenia, penis, does sound like an old person's thing.
I know.
But I can make you feel a bit better because
Please.
twice in the last few months I have had a fall. Because now
You clearly haven't got osteopenia, otherwise you would have broken a bone.
Oh, yeah, no injuries, none.
Great.
None. And they were both very serious. But I've now taken, like, if my kid falls over, she falls over. But I'm of an age now where I don't fall over. I have a fall.
You have a fall and you don't bounce back.
I did bounce back though. No worries, man. I had a little bruise on my knee from the second one. So the first one, I slid down my front steps rushing out to get an Uber Eats delivery.
Sorry, but I love the thought of you falling over. It's hilarious.
And I was so nervous that the person would leave before I got the milk and the fruit that I was on all fours.
You were slithering
on all
forward.
fours going, I'm coming, I've just fallen over. I'm coming.
I've just had a fall.
Just leave it. I've just had a fall. I've just had a fall.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, got up. I was still in my hoodie and, anyway, got up. But the second one, it happened not that long ago and I flew perpendicular to the ground. I don't know what the rush was. I was rushing from outside inside. All three kids were in the living room just living their best lives. God, I'd love to be a teenager and just sit all day on my phone. What the fuck's that about? Jealous. Anyway, I was in a rush, also in my hoodie. Actually, I think I was in my son's hoodie because mine was dirt.
Hoodies are not supposed to go out the front door, sweetheart.
No, I was at the back.
Oh, okay.
And I was running, getting something, and I was walking so fast. Anyway, before I went to Europe, I still haven't done anything about it, but I ordered an umbrella and it was on back order. I wanted a bit of shade for summer. Anyway, it was on back order. It came through. I got it. It came in its own little sheath. The handle. The cloth handle was so placed that as I was running inside, my foot caught the handle.
Banana skin style.
I flew through the air, landed. I was winded. I made a sound like this. And all of a sudden, my two sons were at the window going, Mum, are you okay? I'm going, I can't breathe. I'm winded.
Someone dial 000.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Leo in particular is like, oh, my God, Mummy, he thought I died.
Yeah,
He's
right.
a very dramatic child. So I had to reassure him, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I just can't breathe. Then I started to laugh and everything was okay.
Yes.
While I was still laying on the floor in my hoodie, I cracked my phone, by the way. Everything flew out of my hand.
No.
I said to Kit, take a photo. Take a photo. I want to see how far from the umbrella I got.
Wow.
Long jump style.
You should have been in the Olympics with that one.
I present to you a photograph that my son. I have not been able to contain my excitement to share this with you. Ignore these stickers, okay? Don't even mention the stickers.
Okay, I'm not going to mention.
Please note on it the umbrella and the handle. When I showed Peg, she said, you look like the Wicked Witch of the West in Wizard of Oz when the house lands on her.
If she was wearing an hoodie, but yes. And you are at least, I want to say, 2.5 to 3 metres away from the
point of my head would be at least 3 or 4. I flew like Superman. My hands were out.
Do you know you've got form for this event?
I know.
Do you remember the Camberwell fruit and vegetable incident?
Yes, I do, where I showed my full osteopenis
full
to everyone.
Caboodle because your skirt flew over your head.
It. Slippery surfaces. But that one was a handle that jumped out at me.
They need to name an event after you.
It's impressive, isn't it?
It is so impressive, and I'm glad you're still with us. And if that had been me, I'd be in 50 pieces by now. The femurs wouldn't have stood
I
it.
had not one injury. Take a photo. And also, please notice, I've got my son's hoodie on. It's the pizza one. It's my least favourite because it's red. It's jarring
Yeah.
in my peripheral vision. I like the avocado one or the grey Friends one.
All right.
And then you notice here, what's this?
That's your bum bag.
bum bag.
Still in situ.
Over
The
the
Oodie.
Oodie.
Yeah. What has your life come to?
And I just want to thank my son.
Yeah, it truly is a member of your family who would dash out in a moment of great crisis and take the incriminating photo.
His mama told him to. He's only doing what I asked. I want to talk to you about booze. You know that I am still booze free. It's
Jeez,
nearly
you are.
4 years, Jane.
You are really incredible. Look, I shouldn't say it's incredible like it's a feat of some sort of human endurance.
And also, I don't want to take any credit because it was so easy. I know it's really hard.
I can't believe it's so
I know.
easy. You've never looked back, have you?
No, I know it is so hard for some people.
Absolutely. And we have to preface it by saying it is a serious issue.
So
for
hard
lots
for
of
so many people.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it wasn't hard for me.
It's incredible. And I congratulate you and I salute you. I myself am not there yet.
No, and you may not ever be.
May not ever be. I've always enjoyed your Savvy Bee
Yes.
and your honey soy chicken chips as an evening's entertainment.
Sure. I mean, what's better? Where do you stand on low alcoholic drinks?
Where do I begin? I've tried this. I've tried many, many different versions of it.
What is the difference in percentage?
It's half. The ones that I've had have got half the amount of alcohol, or I've also tried your zero alcohol wine. You may as well as get a full bottle of Cotty's cordial.
Yes.
And scull it straight from the bottle.
Yes.
That's what it tastes like. And there's just no joy in it. You know, people say, I just replace my evening glass of wine. I get my wine glass out.
No, but you're drinking for the... I mean, come on. You're drinking for the buzz.
Yeah, you're drinking for the buzz. And I'm not advocating that that's what everyone has to do.
No, but that's what everyone does.
Okay, but it's something that we don't talk about.
Why don't we?
I don't know, but that's...
Vices are truly underrated.
It is buzz free. I want to say it's a buzz kill.
And you just got to drink double.
So that's what's happened. Instead of drinking like 2.5 glasses of wine, I can chug back that bottle of your 6% alcohol. And I feel like I'm sloshing around with liquid and all I do is have to do 25 wheeze before I go to bed.
Yes, and double the weights in your weight vest.
Absolutely, because I've taken on that much sugar and I have tried across the board many varieties. And I have seen one recently advertised on your internet, but I can't find it anywhere. So what's the point? I just get frustrated. I just go into Dan Murphy's and I think I'm going to be finding the blah, blah, and then I can't find it, so I get the proper alcohol wine and then I just hate myself for the whole drive home.
Don't hate yourself.
I can't help it. I do, because I look to you for inspiration. And you've just been so incredible and I can't do it.
Yeah, but I keep everything in tubs too. You're not going to do that.
I certainly am not. I mean, you're right. There's so many things that I'm not going to do that you do.
No.
So I can just let that go.
You absolutely must let it go. But I understand the appeal, because when I did give up alcohol, we normally go, oh, what am I going to put in its place?
That's right.
So I have I've got some that I've never, ever opened. This one's a tricky one because what does it look like?
Champenoise.
Champenoise, a pink champenoise. That's got no booze in it. But it's even got that.
But you know what? Just drink water.
And then this one.
That's also...
Maggie Beer has a range. Did you know that?
Well, is it verjuice based?
I think it is just another vehicle for her verjuice obsession.
Yes, because we've never really understood it, have we?
Should we open it and have a little sip?
Why not? It's warm too. My favourite way to enjoy a beverage.
The one thing I do love about this is the most exciting part of any drink is the pop.
Whoa!
And even,
Oh, okay.
I haven't got a glass, so we're just going to
No, we're going to neck it out of the bottle.
That's delicious.
Is it?
Does it have alcohol in it?
Oh, my God, I hope it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, non-alcoholic.
All right, well, give it to me. I'll be the judge of that.
That's delicious, and I've tried them all. Anyway, in the end, I just went, no, if I want to have a drink, I'm going to have a Diet Coke or a glass of water. But that's delicious. Have some. This is not an ad, by the way, for Maggie Beer.
Yeah, okay, that's delicious.
It's
but
delicious.
what it's
it's not going to give you a buzz.
It's apple ties.
Oh,
from
God.
the supermarket, remember?
I used to love apple ties.
That's what my parents, who were non-drinkers, would get for special occasions when we had people coming over.
Yes.
Your non-alcoholic sparkling apple juice. I love Maggie, but that's what that is. I'm not drinking a whole bottle of that. I'd rather eat a packet of lollies. There, I've said it.
What are your favourite lollies? Do you know what? I've discovered the sour gummies.
Oh, yeah. What are you, 12?
I think so. And now I only eat them and I keep them in the fridge.
Oh, so they're hard.
They're much better.
Ascorbic acid or whatever it is that's going to burn the entire surface of your tongue off if you keep doing that. And you're going to get poos that are really zingy and you know.
Really?
Well, yeah, like you'll burn your anus as well.
I look forward to that. Tell you what, I've given it a fair nudge.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And I haven't felt any.
Don't call me when you need a
Anal.
colposcopy. No, sorry.
colposcopy.
A colposcopy is in your vagina. So I meant to say,
Colonoscopy.
yeah, I said, I wanted to say,
A colposcopy. What is it?
colposcopy is like, you
In
know,
your
when
vagina.
you know when you have a, hang on.
What's the Bilby doing?
Hang on, the bilby
The Bilby's role playing.
is out and is going to perform a speculum.
Oh, my
right.
God. The,
So you
the
know
Bilby
when
is
you do-
shape-shifting.
You know when you have your cervical screen,
Yes.
if something comes back that's a little bit dodge, they perform something called a colposcopy, I believe.
Speaking of
Don't,
which,
just because I'm a medical receptionist does not mean that I get this right all the time.
well,
okay?
you would know more than others. A colposcopy.
Colposcopy. I
Never
believe
heard of
I
it.
believe that's the case. But what I meant to say is, don't call me when you need a colonoscopy because of your sour gummies obsession. That's all going to end up in your gut.
Is it?
I'd say so.
Love them. God, you can't have any fun anymore.
No, you can't. Case in point is in that bottle, in the Maggie Beers bottle. There's no fun in that bottle.
That is delicious, though. That is delicious.
You're welcome to it.
Okay, I will. I'll keep it. Speaking of cervical screens, previously known as
Your
pap smears.
pap smear. Have you had one lately?
Did you know that you can do them yourself now?
Yes. It doesn't. I'm not a huge fan.
Have you done it?
No, because all that does is, so you're right. You get your little wand, up the jacksie it goes, and then
Do you have to crouch?
they give you. No, it's better if you sort of lie down and I don't want to get into this. This is not for our lovely listeners.
Okay.
Anyway, you get it back, you seal it up. You've got to write the date on which you performed the screen.
I'll just go and let someone dig around in there, I think.
I all it does is it looks for the HPV virus, all right? But it doesn't look for anything else that might be going on in there.
No, I'll go and have an out-of-body experience.
I mean, look, it's never pleasant, but it's just part of growing up, darling.
It is. We must do it. I want your opinion on something. What is your stance on
Oh, dear. This is dangerous.
events?
I don't go to them.
And that's it for Jane Hall on the ChrissieCast. Thank you so much. Events, weddings, hens nights, 21st,
Yeah.
50th,
Yeah.
60th is probably what you're breathing down the
Hey,
barrel of now.
How very dare you?
Even like,
Retirement parties?
retirement parties, viewing parties, divorce parties, whatever.
Viewing parties of a dead body?
No, like, if there's a pay-per-view event and everybody comes around and watches it and has pizza, and, if you had friends, that might happen.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
What is your take on events where you're invited but it costs you, including event weddings, etc.?
No, absolutely no go. Absolutely unacceptable. If you need to ask people to pay for anything that you are inviting them to, you must not have that event. End of story. I'll tell you something else.
Yeah.
If I go anywhere and I see a wishing well, I'm going to get down, I'm going to do a wee in that wishing well.
Explain what a wishing well is.
You know when you go to someone's wedding or event, and actually this hasn't happened to me, but they're lucky that it hasn't. Someone will put some sort of receptacle at the event saying, in lieu of a present, we just like cash. We just want your cash. We just want to go to Billy Geitz and buy a record player. Do you know what I mean?
Billy Geitz.
I don't know where that came from either.
Sand cash, digit cowboy. Yeah, Billy Geitz is still around. I bought a toaster from there.
There you go.
Super sale.
Okay, there you go. But the wishing well is the idea that they are asking you to wish them well by giving them a donation of money. I do not like this idea and I will not pay to go to an event. Sorry.
What about ones that, you've got to get a weekend away and pay for the account?
Dead to me.
I thought so. I thought you would be like this.
There is no way. And that is not just because I haven't got a red cent. It's not just about that. And surely you are with me on this.
I am.
You hosted the world's best 50th birthday party. And do you know what happened to us at that party? We got presents.
That's right.
That is the way it should be.
But I always
I've worked myself up into some kind of
oh my God, the menses.
About the menses.
I always thought that I was odd in that way.
No.
But I first started feeling uncomfortable about that with the good old wedding registry that was around in the 80s and 90s.
Me too.
It felt so impersonal.
That's right.
To be sent a formal document
saying this is what you can choose to spend your money on. We don't want your own idea of a lovely present.
Yeah.
I want that dinner set. No. And even more nauseating nowadays is when people have already lived a big life, they're getting married in their 30s. They own everything they need.
Yeah.
Do not ask us for a Costa Boda vase.
Costa Boda. I think there might be a few bits and bobs of that in my online garage sale. Yes, there is.
Oh, look out, I'm going to buy them.
I think that's where the wishing well idea has come from. Because these people looked around, they're going, we don't need a, new Maxwell Johnson, whatever,
kettle.
Dinner set. Yeah. We just need the cash.
Yeah, but that's so grabby, I mean, guess what, people? You can live without cash. I'm a human testament to that. But also, I'd never ask someone to give me some just because I had a birthday. Do you know what I mean? Or just because I was getting married. Lord knows that will never happen.
No.
But just anything, even when you are viewing my corpse at my funeral, there will not be a wishing well there to pay for my funeral. I'll make sure I've prepaid it. I don't want money off anyone.
Imagine if I was weeping over your body and you went, leave the cash on the altar.
Maybe for you to get the laugh, I might do it.
I've got so many whiskers.
Yeah, and do you know what? Have you got one of those things that's supposed to take your hair off with the little coils? You get them from
like an epilator?
Yeah, but
no,
a tiny one for you. No, I never do that. See, you can't see any hairs, can you?
No.
Well, that's this little miracle tool thing that just sort of shaves it off, but for some reason it doesn't grow back.
This is amazing.
I know. I mean, it does. If you look in the 10 times magnifying mirror, which is what I have to look in to do my makeup these days.
Oh, that reminds me. I've got one of them on the way. There was one in one of the hotels in Europe and I miss it so.
Yeah, I know, but you will never stop picking out your blackheads now. I'll tell you that right. You can lose hours getting right up close and you can see that little black hair follicle and you can squeeze that mother out.
Oh, God,
because you'll be able to see it in your 10 times magnifying. You will also see a whole lot of shit up your nose that you will not want to see.
I've got to do something about these whiskers. I'm like a nanny goat. They just keep on growing back.
I know, and yet my eyebrows will not from the 90s.
Neither. I'm losing them down here.
I know, they disappear from here up. I don't know why.
I've got a really great eyebrow pencil.
Have you?
Yeah, it's a dupe for Hourglass and it's $7.
Wow.
All right, let's wrap this up. I've got to get a whole lot of stuff to give to you before you go.
I never like leaving this podcast without at least 8 to 10 items.
I aim to please. Thank you so much for dropping by.
Thank you so much for having me.